Hey you guys, Joe here, Joe's RV Tech DIY. So we're doing a quick de-winterize on the Jayco Greyhawk. We got the city water hooked up right now. One of the first things I normally will do is drain the low points. This one's has environmental safe or the antifreeze in it. I'm gonna pop both the drain valves there, let them leak, drain them out. Go ahead and close them off. I'm going to make sure that your valves are set at 2 and 6 for city fixtures while de-winterizing on this Jayco Greyhawk. We're going to go inside, run the faucets individually, one by one. Kick all the gravel off our rocks there. So when we're de-winterizing, what we're looking for is leaks after we pressurize the system as well. So usually when we're inside the customer's RVs, we'll also test their furnace for them since it's been off all winter long. And if it's still a little bit cold, like it is right now, and they're getting ready to go use it, we want to make sure it's going to work good and proper for them. So just let each faucet run for a little bit. You see the foam in it? That's from the antifreeze that was in the lines. So I'm gonna move on to the shower here. So I like to take it and set it down. And just turn it on a little bit. That way it doesn't turn the entire floor pink. So when we're done, we can wipe all that up. We don't have the best pressure right now because the hose we're using has a cracked on-off valve on it. It must have froze over winter because it wasn't like that in the fall when we winterized the RV. But none of the RV stuff so far has leaked. This does have a water filter, you guys. It's inside this cabinet here on this specific model right there. And what we do is we fill this up with antifreeze and we shut off the shut-off valve to it. So you guys know, shut-off valve is right there. We've already turned the shut-off valve on. We turn both the faucets back on. Let them run. See, a lot of the antifreeze came out of it when we opened the low points. Flush the toilet. The toilet's already been flushed, to be honest with you guys. That's why it's not pink. But you want to run some water through it. Make sure that the valve in the back didn't freeze up, especially if you didn't winterize the RV. So today's date is, I want to say it's March 16th or March 17th. It's a little early, but they're going to go use the RV, so they're going to be in it using it, keeping it warm. Now we're going to go down and do the bypass valves on this Jayco Greyhawk. There's another video in this on this RV about the Jayco Greyhawk. So it's nice and warm in here because we've been running the heat for a little bit. Sometimes these can be cold when you first go to turn them after a winter of having antifreeze in them. I've had them break. They're just not the best fittings in my opinion. So these two, we turn them towards the water heater. That shuts off this portion here where it ties the two together and bypasses this side. So now we're actually allowing water to go in it. So what I like to do now is go outside. See if she's filling up. Open up. You want to make sure that this is not on and hot, you guys. Open it up and see if we can hear some air coming out of it. We can. So we know it's filling up. So we're going to give it a few minutes to fill up. And as you can see, there's a nice little spider web in there on that board. It's like they moved in. So one of the things they'll do is lay their nest inside this tube. So we also like to blow some pressurized air through this, or we'll snake it with a small little brush in and out to make sure it's all cleared out and nothing in there. So because once it fills up with water in our de-winterize, we're actually going to go ahead and fire off the water heater and make sure it's working properly for them. Most places will just de-winterize your rig. They won't check the operation of anything. And I think since it's already in the shop and it literally takes a couple more minutes, that's kind of like messed up in our opinion. So at Cannon's RV, we will check things on your RV for you. So, but one thing we'll do, so I'll go over here. We'll turn the stove on here. And this is a really cool stovetop, just so you guys know, like, because when it's on, there's like a red, right? So it's letting you know that it's on. Just like that. Check the third one here. Everything works. As you can see, all three are red. If you're not using your stove and these are red, you're leaking propane into your RV. So I've seen some of the new ones, you actually have to push in on them now. And to light them, you have to hold this in. And if you look, this one does move. So it's like one of those things where, you know, you have to turn the light on to begin with over here in the corner, just so you know. So if you put it up, 1, 2, 3, see there's 2 different positions. So now if I turn this on, fire it off, all the other blue ones are off, but you see how it's still red? So if I turn it back on, blue across, but it knows when it's burning. So it's kind of a cool feature about these stovetops. I'll post a link in the description below if you guys are interested in getting one of these stovetops. They're made by Furion. I haven't had to do a lot of work on them yet, so they're doing pretty good. But let's go ahead and run some water on the hot side here. See if we can purge some air out. We're not editing this video, we're just kind of going live through it, guys. You're right along with me here, so it doesn't take too long to de-winterize an RV. So you spend about a half hour on it, personally, depending on the size of it though, so you want to keep that in mind as well. So we're going to go ahead and shut that off and let it fill up some more with some water. We'll come back in here. See, as you can see, we barely have any pressure coming out of that, and it's because there's all the water's going into the water heater right now. So let's go in here. Put the hot side back on. Didn't get any more air out of the system. It's not completely full yet. It's going to take a while. I mean, it's got a 10-gallon water heater on it. So, but once the water heater is full, we will turn it on and show you that part too. Go back outside, see how she's doing. Still filling up. It takes a little bit to fill up 10 gallons here. One of the things too is like when you're de-winterizing your RV and you're getting it ready for, like, you know, your first trip of the year, you can actually take these covers off and these just slide out. They're little tiny microfilters, and you can clean them under your tap water, let them dry, and then put them back in. So another thing we want to do is we want to find our smoke detector, and we want to run a test on the smoke detector. I know it's gonna be an annoying noise, but there you go. We know the smoke detector works, you guys. Other thing we want to do is our fire extinguisher still good in our RV?
So we come down here. Yeah, it says it's full, but then we also want to look at the date code on the actual fire extinguisher itself. And it's on there, very small writing, you can't see it, but you want to make sure it's not expired. So, and the other thing is, one thing that's always overlooked is our RV CO and propane gas alarm working. So is it illuminated? Green light? Yeah. But as you can see, it's a little dirty and it's kind of sticky. So this should actually be kept clean, you guys, just so you know. So we'll get a little rag and get some water and just clean it. We won't get any water in there. We're gonna put barely any water on the rag. We're just gonna wipe it down, make sure that these little vent here is not getting clogged up or anything. So we gotta be getting close to being full on that water heater. Not quite. Almost. About 11 minutes in. The only part I didn't show you was hooking up the hose. There we go. She's getting close. Here comes the water. So yeah, just lift it on, let all the air out of it, close it back off one more time, because there's still going to be air in this system most likely. And I'll move on here. Let's fill the lines back up. All right. Good pressure there. Hot side's got good pressure. Fresh water side's got good pressure. A lot of the foam is going away. Toilet's got good pressure. Our water filter's good to go. So now we're ready to test the water heater. And one final little purge here. All right, so we're gonna go over here, and we want to test the water heater on LP gas. Okay, so we know that our flue and everything is clear. We've already done that. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it on and see if spiders built a nest anywhere else. Fire off here. Just tried once, failed. Let's go for a second try here. Try one more time before she goes into lockout mode. Might just got some water in there. So see, she's not firing off, guys. So we got an issue, and that's why we check things. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out and see why it's not firing off. But that's really the last step in a de-winterize. So once we figure out what's wrong with this water heater, we'll do a video on that as well. But until next time, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd love to answer them for you. See you guys in the next video.